I wanted to talk a little in this video about the mysteries, unpredictability, and frustration sometimes that can be found in social media. So I'm going to talk a little about this through the lens of the main platforms that I use, which are YouTube and Instagram, but I'm also referring to all the others out there, like all the various Twitter and X type clones like Blue Sky and Mastodon, and some of the older ones like Facebook and newer stuff like TikTok and all that stuff. I've tried all of them. Like I mentioned, the main ones I use are Instagram and YouTube, but I've dipped my toes into all those little realms, and I can confidently say that I don't understand any of them. I don't know how any of the algorithms work. I have kind of vague ideas based on what I've read and what I've experienced, but I really don't know. I think that ultimately a lot of people don't know. Probably the ultra successful types that have, millions of followers or whatever on various platforms, they probably have a pretty good idea of how it all works, but I would say most of us are just guessing. So I wanted to talk about some aspects of that because I recently took a little bit of a break from art. I intended on it only being a few weeks, but it ended up being maybe a month and a half or so where I didn't really paint. And because I didn't paint, the well was dry of stuff to share to social media. So it was also a bit of a social media absence to some extent, which is kind of healthy in a way. Now that I'm back to painting, I'm also getting back into the rhythm of trying to share stuff to YouTube and Instagram. And nothing has changed. I still don't understand it. The unpredictability aspect is still pretty confounding. Some of the things that I've looked at over time is comparing, like, what's the impact of sharing a female subject versus a male subject? I feel like female subjects tend to be a little more popular in paintings, but not always. Sometimes I'll have a male subject like the one I have on screen, which I haven't shared yet to any social media platform. So we'll see what this does, but sometimes those surprise me and they kind of take off as well. So I can't really notice an exact trend that is consistent there. Another thing is posting patterns. So my understanding is that a lot of these platforms' algorithms are heavily biased towards getting you into a posting routine. They want to dictate your behavior and provide you positive reinforcement towards posting frequently and posting regularly at regular times, regular intervals. That is to their benefit in terms of the bottom line, which is making money from advertisers. So to get you to post frequently and consistently is a good thing for them. So I think that sticking to those posting patterns consistently probably helps you. But then again, I can't say that it's markedly the case, like convincingly the case, because there are times where I take breaks, just like I recently did, and I'll come back and post and it'll take off and do well compared to other ones. It's all relative, of course. Like, none of my stuff is tremendously popular, but some things do better than others. And breaking the posting pattern and then coming back and posting, is that another algorithm incentive? Get you hooked again, give you some positive feedback, try to get you posting more frequently. I don't really know. It's hard to say, and because all of those algorithms are a trade secret, they're not going to share them with us. That is something that we can never really definitively know. Another factor is the types of content that you're posting. So my content is relatively simple. I'm just posting time-lapse videos, which is true for Instagram. They're just super fast. Or I'm posting these longer time-lapse or longer, almost real-time recordings of paintings on YouTube. So that's mostly what I'm doing. There's not anything super complicated about it. I do have to edit the videos a little bit, but I don't think that this type of video drives engagement the same way that other things do. So, for example, when you look at some YouTube videos, they rely heavily, from what I've read, on something happening at set intervals. Like every 10 seconds, there should be something, a caption, a new camera angle, something happening to keep the viewer engaged, keep those eyeballs on the video. So I have read that that's very important. I am not a good enough video editor, nor do I have the time to do that really, since this is a hobby. I wonder if I did that, if it would have an impact. It might. I feel like that's probably true. A lot of videos that are very successful do have that stuff. However, some of my favorite artists on YouTube that I follow and watch a lot of their videos, they don't necessarily do that. They might just have videos of them painting, and those do decently well for them. So again, another thing that's hard to predict. I think you can look at overall trends for that, but is it consistent? Is it something that you can like hang your hat on and say, yes, this is going to happen? Not to me. In my opinion, is that it is just chaos. Those algorithms have so many factors involved that it's hard to predict what's actually going to happen. So this painting I have on screen of this man was a quick painting. Will it be a dud? Will it actually get some views and stuff? I have no idea. Really couldn't tell you. I guess we'll see. Maybe that's part of the fun of it. But yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear, as always, I love hearing comments. So if anyone has any social media feedback or experiences that they want to relate, challenges or struggles or success stories, I'd love to hear them. Thank you for watching. See you for the next one.